Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun kinetic card. You don't need any dies to make this. It is a mechanism that some of you might recognise, but I've made it very small, and I think this way it will allow you to, make any kind of scene, theme, so I think you'll have lots of fun with it. It is using also a new collection that is launching on Craft Stash, which I have absolutely loved using, and I've made a few cards now which you'll be seeing in the coming days. So this is the card that I'm going to show you how to make today. Very, very cute. It's got Care Bears on it. If you remember those and love those, and I think you're going to enjoy it. But like I said, use the mechanism and then use what you have in your stash, build it up, build the scene. I think it'll look wonderful. But you just pull the side and then more of the gang appear. I think it's very, very cute. Like I said, very easy to make, so let's get started.
So first of all, I want to create a background. Now when I was looking through all my stencils, my whatever the weather stencils will go perfectly with the Care Bears that I'm using. You've got your clouds, you've got your rain, so like if you wanted to do maybe like a little under the weather card, that would look really cute. There's the, you could turn these into Christmas cards easily, change the colours that you colour them, put little Christmas hats on them. You've got snowflakes, but you've got the rainbow and the sunshine there as well, which will go with the other ones. But I'm going to use the clouds, and I want to do a very faint. I don't want this to be too in your face, because you know I've got these lovely coloured images here. So this is a piece of 5 3/4 square card, and I'm just going to place that down, and then I'm going to pop my stencil over the top. And then I think I'm actually going to use yellow. So we're going to have yellow clouds. It's more like the sun's kind of breaking through. So I've got the squeezed lemonade. And like I said, I still don't want this to be really, really bright. So I'm just going to very softly just kind of flick the colour. And then I'm just going to go a little bit deeper just in some of the corners. Okay, and then just carefully peel off the tape. Probably lift it all at the same time actually. So you can see that I've just laid them over the top just to check that I'm happy with that, but it's just the right amount of detail, but not too in your face. Right, so to make the mechanism, very, very easy. So just grab a pencil and a ruler, and you want to cut yourself a piece of 2 by 1.5. And you just want to mark in on each corner 1/4 inch. I need to clean the end of that ruler. You see that I've just marked 1/4 inch there, and then 1/4 inch in on this side, again on the bottom, then just join up the lines. And then along this side, I've just come in 1/4 inch, and again come in 1/4 inch, and then along the bottom, and then again just join them up. What you then want to do is cut down on the long side, like so, and then cut all of that section out. Okay, and again on that long side. You could do it on the short side as well if you want, if you're using something different and you prefer having, you need more of this kind of length, like that way, but I want mine to be this way. Don't worry about the pencil marks. And then I've cut these 2 pieces here, which are 2 by 2.5, and it's going to sandwich in between. Okay, so that will all be concealed, and then this is going to be hidden behind the characters. Now what you want is a piece of plastic. I've actually used the plastic that the stamps were in. It's a really good soft plastic. You could use sandwich bags if you wanted to. Just, you want to get like a long enough piece. This here will work as well. In fact, I'll probably use that one. And you want to cut it so that it is just slightly shorter than 1.5. It's got to wrap around this middle part. This is like a little, almost like a little bobbin. Okay, and then this is going to wrap around, but you want to cut yourself enough so it can wrap and stick over the top. So snip it there. I'll give you the measurements. So it's just under 1.5 by 2 3/4. Get yourself some thin double-sided tape, and just, if I pop it on here you can probably see it a bit better, and just run it along the very edge. Whatever tape you use, make sure it stays on the plastic, doesn't overhang or doesn't stick anywhere else apart from there, because it could catch. So you can see it's stuck there on that edge of the long side. Okay, and carefully take the backing off, pop it on here and keep the tape side right towards this right hand edge and wrap that around and then back around. Don't go really tight, just wrap it and let it stick on there. Now we can cut more away, we don't need all of that. So now just cut that overhang like so. What you want to be able to do is easily slide that between your fingers like so. But keep it so that this join is on that side like that. Okay, then I've cut myself these two pieces. They're just under 1.5 and I've done mine by 2.5. But you want that width just under 1.5 because it's got to stick onto this, but the length may vary depending on what you're using. And you're going to stick these onto here. So take your tape, I'm going to add it over the top of where that original join was for the one on the front. Take the backing off and then just lay that one down so it covers like so. And then flip it over. And now you're going to add your tape to the left side. Again, make sure it just stays on the tape, doesn't go onto the card. Take the backing off, and then this one you're going to stick. If you do get anything that's sticky, just use your anti-static powder and that will take that away. Okay, and now when you pull it, you see it's going to extend. Now I may end up trimming these, I just wanted it like this for the minute. So you want some foam pads. I've just got the little, these are the 2mm little squares from Craft Stash. Just cut it down because it needs to stick just along that part. So on the front and back and on the top and the bottom. So I'll stick this one down first. Let's just push that all back together. I think that's going to be fine. It's in the middle. Okay. And again, 2 more. And just make sure that you can pull this and it doesn't get stuck with the foam. I'm just going to round the corners off here. You don't have to do it, and you could always just cut that by hand. It doesn't really matter how this looks because you don't see any of it. It's just a platform to build your scene up on. I've just thought you don't need 2 of these either because I've just stuck it directly onto there. But if you wanted to just have it as a separate little mechanism, you could put it on a gift tag, all kinds of things, then just stick it onto that piece first and then stick this one over. So again, I'm not too worried about whether this is straight or not. Again, just give that a test. That is working really nicely. So I'm going to push them in. So I'm going to build these 3 up on the front, and I'm going to use some foam pads again. You don't need to add even more dimension, but I do like to have very 3D cards, and I just put them in a bouncy envelope or in a box envelope or something. So I have that one. Let's just check. Let's get that one down first. That looks pretty good to me. And then these ones are going to sit more, you kind of want them so you can't really see their faces, because the idea is then when you pull it, they're going to come out, which I think is going to look so cute. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid glue just to the top of this tab. Don't need much. So, and then again, I'll just slide it behind. Perfect. I'm not going to do the reveal yet. I think I'm going to just lift the whole mechanism off, just reposition, just so it's slightly over. It's a little bit off to the right there, but I'll do that in a moment. Then I want to make my little pull tab, so I'm just going to cut a bit of scrap. You could just write the word pull, you could even just colour in a little arrow, but if you do like to make your own kinetic cards or something that's got an action or an instruction, then my action stamp set's really handy. So you've got all different words there. So I've got the pull, I think I'm going to use that one actually, but I've got arrows there as well. Could do an arrow on both sides. Let's have a little look. So it's quite a solid arrow. And then it doesn't matter, because you don't need to pull both sides at the same time for it to work. You can just pull any one. But I wonder whether if I just cut those arrows out. Yeah, maybe I'll do that instead. Okay, so I've just cut the little arrows there, and I did do a little test. I've surprised myself. I think it works really well. So I'm super pleased with this. I'm just going to just tack that just behind. Again on this one, try and get them kind of even. I did just reposition it. You'll see it's more in the center now, which I'm happy about. Okay. So I've just been having a little play around with the centering, and I think because I've got such a nice big space here, in the stamp set you do have some really sweet sentiments here. You are very special. I just can't bear that you're not well. Sending you big fuzzy bear hugs. I love you very much. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have the hay. So from my Feeling Happy set, I cut this one in half. So I actually find I use the hay quite a lot. So I thought if I stamp that directly onto this part, so around about there, and then I think I'm going to have this one below. So it's like a little subtitle. Hey, I just can't bear that you're not well. I think that will work quite well. Now, because I've got all the dimension there, I'm going to turn this and pop it so it's just hanging off the side there. And that will allow the stamping platform to still close. So I can pick everything up and then stamp that. Okay, so there's the finished card. So I added it to a 6x6 blue card blanks. I thought it complemented the yellow nicely. And then for the reveal, you don't have to have the arrows on both sides or the instruction on both sides, because you only need to pull one, but it's up to you. I just thought I'd show you how it looks this way. And then pull that to reveal more of those cute bears. I think this has turned out really nicely. Definitely, you know, scope to change your theme. Maybe it's like lots of flowers and trees and you pull the side and the butterfly or a little animal pops out. Could be a sentiment that pops out the sides. I think it's very, very fun and it works, yeah, brilliantly. So thank you for watching today. You can find all of the product that I've used, because there is a lot more to this collection. You've got a paper pad, you've got mini foiled topper sheets here. There is ephemera. I'm going to be using this, I think, next. I'm going to make a card using that. You've got foiled ribbons, and then you've got the stamp set that I've used today. So all of that product is available on Craftstash. You can find that by clicking here. It will also be individually listed in the description box below the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you won't miss out on any future videos. And I'll have a no dye playlist popping up here. You might want to go and watch that next for some more inspiration. See you all again soon. Bye.